We still have aftermath from UFC 329 as Conor McGregor speaks again. He will get a scan on his leg in like the next 24 hours or so. That'll be hitting our timeline soon. And then the biggest thing of all, he wants this fight to be a no contest due to the injury. What do you think about that? I can tell you a story either way. Like, it wasn't really a fight. He threw the kick, things snapped. It was a fight and things happen and you lose, you should take the L. Like, what do you think? Like, it's either one way or the other. It is what it is. But 15.9 million viewers to the spectacle of Conor McGregor entering the octagon, snapping his legs against Max Holloway on UFC 329. The White House card had about 2 mil. More than that, with it being the White House card, I consider it a success. A lot of people were speculating whether or not that'd be more than that, but 15.9, solid. David Chow, pro football doctor who covers injuries, talks about this. I'm going to cover myself up on this because copyright purposes, but listen to him.
Is that for sure an indication that he came into the fight with an injury? I think it doesn't dispel that notion. It potentially supports that notion that he had an injury. That video, if you said, is this the picture of someone, does this fit the picture of someone who had a right knee ligament injury coming in? I would have said yes. If you said, does it dispel the notion of him having an injury? I would have said no. If you said, does this prove he had an ACL tear coming in? I'd say no. How about that?
So what he's saying is what everybody was speculating of him going into the fight injured. From looking at that tape and that footage, it does not prove anything straight up, but he would say, hey, that looks like somebody that's coming in banged up one way or the other. Pretty much saying, hey, that looks like it. It doesn't prove it, but it looks like it. He's saying absolutely nothing because what we're seeing is technically absolutely nothing because nothing's in concrete. But again, it looks like it's a little fishy. And the fact that you got a doc saying, hey, it doesn't prove it, but it doesn't dispel it either.
That's no, I like that.
The door is open for it based on looking at that. And Conor has said, no, I didn't have any injury coming in to the fight. And anything that Conor...
You can't 100% believe Conor. Like, he's catching that bag. Maybe he did. Or, alternate scenario, maybe it just fell a little bit off after one of the kicks in the back or one of the steps or whatever in that scenario, what happens, and he just didn't realize it. Like, it was just like, it was just a little bit of pain, nothing happened, and then all of a sudden he throws that kick and bam. Another thing, the Weasel brought this up in his video. Go check that out. Bad technique on throwing the kick and things snapped. It is what it is. It just snapped. It snapped. Whether it's before, during, after, it snapped. Michael Chandler comes in, weighing what he thinks. Conor McGregor, it's your time. Let's go.
Would be absolutely surprised, like the most surprised person on the planet, if Conor just showed up for a paycheck, limped in there, and said, I don't care, I'm going to give you guys 1 minute, shave my head into a mohawk, show up, do the intros, and then just bow out 1 minute later. You can say what you want about Conor, but one thing he is not, he's not a quitter.
Straight up, honest. It's really hard to do all this training for so long to get in there when you're stacked with cash. Everything's rocking and rolling. You don't have to do this. You have other business ventures. You can jump in and get this cash without having to risk injury or get injured for absolutely nothing. He could have got injured training and not caught the bag. That's the thing about this.
One thing he is not is a bamboozler. The body is unpredictable, and every fight is unpredictable. And if you look at Conor, because I've had a lot of people say, man, why would Conor do that? He came out like an idiot, jumped across the cage and threw a kick. Conor always does that.
He does in a lot of fights. Different types of kicks. A lot of times he'll stop before he throws it. That's one thing that was mentioned in the Weasel's video. Instead of just running through it and blasting the kick, he'll stop, throw, everything's more connected, everything's more dialed in than just frantic. But still, like, it does not mean that he just threw a wild kick just to be doing it. Like, it was, per coach mentioned online, they practiced it. Why would they practice it? They probably were planning on putting the pace on Max Holloway. They wanted to see if they can get that shotgun moment in the beginning, start putting on the pace. They wanted a 3-round fight, not a 5-round fight. That's an indicator, hey, we're going to come in here and we're going to put the pedal to the metal in the start of this fight. We're going to push the pace and see if we can catch them. Because if this goes longer, 2, 3 rounds, whatever the number is, and we lead in the deep waters 4 or 5 rounds, then that's going to lead in Max's territory. So why not maximize our output, be as explosive as possible when it's in our territory?
I'm just as disappointed as you guys were because the T-Mobile Arena was absolutely electric. We finally saw it. You're talking about the guy who's supposed to be disappointed that he's finally making the walk, that he finally showed up. I believe he wants to fight me. I believe he tried to fight me. I believe he wanted to fight me. I believe that's how the negotiations went. Other plans were made. But the honor and the integrity of wanting to stick to and be a man of his word.
He has every reason to be irate and every reason to be off the cup. Straight stoic about it, stone face. He has interacted with Conor. He knows Conor. He's been with Conor. Has a lot of reasons to be reactionary right now, and he's not.
Since he pulled out of that fight back in 2024, International Fight Week against me, I think he wanted to actually be a man of his word and see through to putting his name on that dotted line that had my name on it. But I know everybody is disappointed, but keep on watching. This ain't the last you're going to see of Conor.
I think he's going to be back. Now, does that mean Mystic Mac Conor? Odds are no. Some form of Conor? Yeah. Colby Covington coming in and being the good guy for once. Being the level-headed guy for once. For once. Maybe the only time. Listen to this and him and Dustin Poirier.
Combat sports is definitely in the mainstream right now. We had the White House. We had Conor McGregor's return this past Saturday, and did not go well, Colby. The damn bell had to ring, and a kick was thrown, and the fight was pretty much over seconds later. What was your reaction to the fight, the return, the buzzkill of it all?
Yeah, I mean, McGregor, he's the biggest star of the sport's ever seen. So, he sold a lot of tickets. I think it was the highest gate the UFC's ever seen. So, he boosted the economy for the UFC and for Vegas. So good on him for doing that. The excitement, the electricity that he brings to a UFC arena, that can't be understated. So, McGregor's still a first ballot Hall of Famer and the biggest star the sport's ever seen. So I'm not going to kick him while he's down. I'm not going to be like, that fraud, Dustin Soy Boy, Louisiana Swamp Trash Poirier. I'm not going to kick him while he's down, especially a guy that made, Dustin's career. And he was giving Dustin great advice. He said, bro, like, get this in control. Otherwise, your life's going to spiral out of control, You see Dustin, he's cussing at a cop and then calling the little desk ladies that are just sitting there and minding their own business, doing their job, calling them multiple times. Like, it's disgusting. Dustin Poirier is the biggest fake nice guy I've ever seen in my life. And I've been telling people for years. I've been saying Dustin's a fake nice guy. He plays a nice guy on camera, but off camera, he's a piece of shit person. He's a deadbeat father. And, how ironic, because, we're on Father's Day and, he was out there cussing out cops and calling girls. So,
Obviously,
and now that I think,
I will say this. Calling him out for fights right now, considering his age, considering this another setback injury that's pretty devastating, it's just really not the time. Because he's at his lowest moment right now. You don't know what version of him he's going to be. That's like calling out Nate Diaz after getting diced up from Perry. Like, it's not a good look. Like, you want to be calling out top competition. Like, that's what you want to be calling out. Like, you don't want to call out a guy that's dented up right now. It's not a good look. Like, sure, like, throw hands later once everything's good. Like, pop off the fight, call him out. Once we're back to training, you throw up some workout clips, we're back. Then call him out. But you do that right now, it just ain't a good look. He's got a surgery coming up. It's going to be maybe a years till he's back, if he's back. And you're just calling him out. Like, it looks like, hey, let's get this cash grab real quick. Let's look at him. He's on the fall down right now. Maybe I can catch an easy dub while getting a cash grab. That's what it looks like. Like, instead of letting him get back in the rhythm of things after surgery.
Think of it, let's be honest, Mike. Now that I think of it, Conor's loss is because of Dustin's dad's fault.
Why?
Because you must not have seen. Everything that Dustin was saying was his dad's fault. He wasn't taking any blame, no accountability. You said, "Oh, all this is because of my dad. Oh, my dad, this." Taking no accountability for.
Yep, Dustin not taking 100% accountability for Colby in that situation. Moving on, Conor's back talking. He's back in front of the camera. He's back. He's all jollies right now.
Yes.
Happy birthday to the mic.
Happy birthday.
Notice what he's got in his hand, though. He's advertising his energy drink.
We'll be back.
It matches your outfit, you.
We'll be back. Come on.
It's okay.
Come on. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. We'll be back. Let's go. Let's go. I know. Years of age.
I think he's going to be back. What version? Also, what matchups? That's going to be interesting considering he's on the last fight of his deal. UFC has a history of not giving you advantageous matchups on the last fight of your deal. After this, your leverage has been reduced significantly. And then now you're looking at this more poolside right now. After ACLs and everything else, like, you can be poolside. That's nothing about that. But also, we want another look.
My name is Noah.
Noah. Noah's a great name. Come here and take a video with me. Look at this guy, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi.
This is Noah,
Yeah.
and he is from Saudi
I'm from
Arabia.
Saudi Arabia.
Now look at this guy from Saudi Arabia. What do I think? You look like an Irishman.
Yeah.
You look like my cousin. Noah. God bless you, brother.
Looks like he's in good spirits right now. Maybe it's a play for the camera. We've seen this before. More than likely going to be back. More than likely going to get this surgery and back to training when available. And then we'll see what version. Like, everybody's speculating like this was an old version, which it is. But how much an old version? Because we did not get to see a full effect. Maybe it would have got diced up by Holloway in round 1 and he was out of there real quick. Maybe it would have got diced up. Maybe we would have got a 2-round war and then he fades. Maybe he catches. We don't know. We don't know. Like, it ain't over yet. Like, Mystic Mac days, those are probably over. Those Jose Aldo days. But we're all here to watch a scrap. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I want to hear about that. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on the way out. One thing for watching. Catch you on the next video.